Hi,
Hi.
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Today I'm want to can you make me a test for IELTS exam?
Yeah, I can. You want me to answer to ask you some questions?
Yes, I want you to ask me
Okay.
some question. Begin part one to part three, two and part three. Yeah,
Okay. We'll only
could you
have
help me?
time to do. We'll only have time to do part one, but
Yes,
we can focus on that for you. Okay. So tell me, do you work or are you studying at the moment?
yes. So now I'm work at IHR and I'm just graduated about 1 year ago.
And do you like your job?
Yes, I like job. My job, my major is in about work on the floor and we work with them, and I like my job.
And why did you choose to do that type of work?
Yes, that is I chose my majors because my job managers when I was young, my dad focused me on my majors, and I I think it's true choice for me.
And do you work better in the mornings or in the afternoons?
Mm, I think I work better on Mondays. I don't know this. I'm sorry. I work. I think I work better on the mornings because I think it's the this time I think I can focus for everything is all day, and I can set my daily routine and my task for work all day.
Okay. And do you think you'll keep doing this job for a long time?
I yeah, it's actually I think I can keep my job in a long time. It's I read for some question for quiz. Is a job. Maybe you can work about maybe the less than 2 years, and you need to transport about uh, different job to keep your focus on your hobbies.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to now talk about the area you live in. So do you like the area that you live in?
Mm, yes, I like my living. I live with people, and mm, it's nearly uh, nearly my companies, and every day I need 5 minutes to go to my house to my companies. I think it's nearly I love my living room.
And,
Yeah.
and what are some changes in the area where you live recently?
Yes. And I'm just graduated about 1 year ago, and I have 5 years, and I live with roommate. But my roommate has 7 to 8 people on in my universities. Yes, and so when I got graduated, and I need to go out and have like maybe a skill, yeah, skill.
A- And do you know any famous people in your area?
Mm, yes, I think I know some people in my areas, and the first is my boss, and the second is my partner and some partner work with me.
And where do you like to go in your area where you live?
Yes, I'm live in Hanoi City in Vietnam, and I live in a capital on my countries, and the best place I want to go is have a Ho Chi Minh Museum, and I have a big lake on the north my city, and I like to go there.
Do you? So now we're going to talk about the environmental protection.
Yes.
So, do you do anything to protect the environment?
Yes. I have some, I have some volunteers, have some job of volunteer when I have a student, have you know in every years have a project, with our earth, and everyone and the government and company have on in our world have 1 hour to turn off the light and turn off everything in maybe electronics don't use, and keep and save energy and protect environment. And I just joined in 3 years nearly. Yeah.
Okay. And will you do anything in the future to protect the environment?
I'm sorry.
Will you do anything in the future to protect the environment?
Yes, I understand it. This your ask, and the first in the future, I want to, I'm the, I'm a researcher, and I'm focused on, a labor about engineers, and I focus on design and design and some plan about engineers make uh, with them, and I need to have maybe in the future I have some project about protect every environment.
And did you learn about environmental protection at school?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So the question I asked you was, did you learn about environmental protection at school?
Yes, I just learn on when I teenagers. Everyone and make and this is important is government in social and teach everyone on TV show on investing. All is focus on a safe energy and safe environment. Yes, I think so.
And if you had the opportunity in the future, would you like to work for a company related to environmental protection?
If I have an opportunity, I focus to on a job part time. It's if I have an opportunity to company protect everyone, but I think that is not like to be. I need to a job full time in. I need to focus on my majors about engineers and in my futures. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to part 2 now. Okay.
Yes.
And so we're gonna give you a question. You'll need to write this down. So
Yes.
describe a town or city
Yes.
that you would like to live in, and you have to say where it is,
Yes.
how you know about it,
Yes.
what it is famous for,
Yes.
and why you would like to live there.
Yes,
Okay.
I writing. And give me a few seconds.
Okay. So I'll give you a minute now to think.
Yes, I think I have 30 seconds. Yeah, give me a few.
Sorry, say that again.
Yes, give me maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can have a minute. It's not a problem.
I think I need to quickly to yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you're ready, we'll start.
Yeah.
You can start to speak.
Yes. Okay. Today I'm gonna to talk about it's a town and a city I live and I live in. And the first is I live in Hanoi City and I'm living maybe 6 years ago. And I have I study in university in a major in engineering, and it's a it's my favorite major, and I like to learn with that, and I love everyone, and it's school, and mm, I think it's in futures, and I have a and some uh, I'm so sorry. I'm done. I need to,
That's okay.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm done.
You
Yes,
finished?
give me a feedback. Yes, I'm finished. Yeah.
Okay.
It's mistake. Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to focus on then is part one was fine. Okay. The fluency was okay. You managed to speak for a good length of time. But
Yes.
part two, you need to extend. Okay. Part two was too short. From regards to the presentation, you have to really get used to speaking for about 1 minute 30 constantly, non-stop. So for me, I would say you need to focus more on part two at the moment and be able to think about what you're going to say in part two in the minutes of thinking time that you have. Okay?
Yes.
Because part two is where it's the hardest part to be able to speak for around 2 minutes.
Yes.
But it's a point where they will be looking for fluency, that you can speak for a good length of time and in a nice, coherent manner. So everything is spoken about in a nice, smooth, natural manner and links from one point to the other. So in part two is the area you need to focus on by just practicing. Maybe practice answering a question in your mobile phone, record it in your mobile phone, and then play it back afterwards. Therefore,
Yes.
okay. The other thing I'm going to say to you is, you have a very, very bad internet connection, and when I hear you, what I hear is as though there is wind in your internet connection. So when you watch this video again, play it back and see if you listen to what I've been listening to. It's very, very hard to hear you when speaking. It's not your fault with speaking. I'm sure you've got a very good level of vocabulary, but the whole of the lesson is very hard to hear because you've got a bad internet connection. And if you want to develop and have feedback from tutors on Cambly, you have to make sure that your internet is at a very strong strength. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I can hear this. And thank you so much for tonight.
That's all right. You're welcome.
Yes.
Have a good
evening.
evening.
Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Cheers now. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.